Imagine an 8-bit style free-to-play platformer. In a moody dungeon with atmospheric music and exploration as your driving force, playing as a cute little character in this mysterious puzzle platformer with a huge sword on his back and no enemies to use it on. If you've been looking for a game that doesn't demand you log in to get the dailies done to get some kind of arbitrary reward, but instead is a welcome stress reliever that's akin to the games of old, with its simplistic controls, smooth animations, and easy to pick up and play nature, this is Himno. Minasan konnichiwa, Kon desu. It's your boy Khan, and today we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different. I wanted to start off a project that I have been dying to get on, which is Indie Wednesday, where we take a look at some indie games and just kind of talk about them, good, bad, or whatever. I can tell you guys how I feel about it. Maybe if you want to check it out, go for it. Or if I think it's something that I checked out but I didn't really feel, then I can give you my honest opinions about that. This is going to be a kind of review and a kind of preview. I started off, this is actually the second time I'm recording this, and that's just because I ended up playing the game for a little bit. I liked it, and then I was like, I'll record something. I recorded something, took a little bit of time away, and something just drew me back into playing this again. So to say that this game is addictive is an understatement. It is highly addictive, very, very fun, easy to pick up and play. And the cool thing is it was created by one guy. So the company that made this game is Grab the Games. And when I picked up this game, I got it for free. And I saw a message from Raphael, and he basically said, I'm a single developer behind the medieval shopkeeper simulator game and now Himno. Himno is a peaceful 2D platformer game with an infinite number of beautiful procedurally generated maps. Take a breath and relax. That's crazy to me. Like, I grew up playing games for a really long time, and to hear that one person just decided, you know what, I'm going to make a game and made this, it really is something special to me. Like, I really applaud the developers that make games out of love, and it's not really about big business or trying to cash in and basically rip people off. But this is something that I thought you guys really should know about. It is a very fun game. It is very addictive. And what is it like? Well, if I had to think about this game, because you can kind of stick to the walls when you jump on them, this reminded me a lot of Ninja Gaiden. If you remember like the old school Ninja Gaiden games, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2 for the NES, it reminded me a lot of that. I mean, of course, Ninja Gaiden had, the swords and there were enemies that you could kill and stuff. But I don't know, just something about like sticking to that wall and just running around and being mobile, that this game just reminded me a lot of like Ninja Gaiden or some of those kind of like old school platformers like Alex Kidd and just the old school stuff. Like, I mean, if you never really played those old school games, you probably won't get it. Like right away, it won't have any nostalgic feel for you. But yeah, that's what it felt like a lot to me, and yeah, that was probably one of the reasons why I liked it so much. So you run around these procedurally generated dungeons. There are lanterns that you can light up. There are these little yellow things that you can grab, and if you fall into the water, that's it. It's game over. And you have to start all over again. So that bottom corner, the medieval shopkeeper simulator, that's the game that the guy who made this, that's his other game. Now, I've played this game quite a few times. This is a level 14. I think the highest level I've gotten up to was like 30 something, almost 40. And the reason why I died there was because I just started taking these ridiculous risks, and I didn't have to, but that's kind of what this game is about. You don't necessarily have to light up all the lanterns. You don't have to find all of the stars. You don't have to get to the top of the map. The number one thing that you have to do, the only thing that you really have to do, is just find the door that will lead you into the next district And that's really it. You can play this game how you want. If it's too stressful for you to look for all of those stars, you don't have to do it. If it's really relaxing to just kind of vibe out, listen to the music and jump around and find the door, you can do that. If you enter a room and say, you know what, this looks like a hard room, I don't want to do this, you can go backwards into the door that you came in and be in a completely different room. You can play this game the way that you want and just enjoy it. And with, you know, the developer saying it's just a relaxing, fun game, I think that that's really something that, you know, people shouldn't look down on. And apparently a lot of people haven't, because I've seen the score for this game on Steam, and it's hitting at a 9, which is crazy. Free to play game, it's a 9, bro. that's really all I can say. It's an experience that I think old school gamers will love. I think something that new school gamers can still appreciate, because it's really simple, it's easy to play. I've heard some people say that the controls are a little bit floaty, or that it feels like going up is faster than going down or something like that, or like just the controls felt a little weird to some people. But once you get used to it, I don't think it's that bad. And like I said, it reminds me of some of the old school games that felt really similar to this. So maybe those guys are just a little bit younger and, you know, hadn't been used to games like this. But if you're a fan of platformers, this is definitely one that I would recommend you check out. It's Himno. It's free on Steam. It's got a cute little character with a gigantic sword that doesn't do anything. You have a lot of different power-ups that you get depending on what level you are. As you collect more of these stars and stuff, you go up in level. The power-ups aren't mandatory. The stars aren't mandatory. Just relax, have a good time. I would say that's probably the only thing that is mandatory about this game, and I don't think you can mess that up. So if you're interested in this game, go check it out. It's free on Steam. I'll try and put a link in the description. It was only like 100 megabytes, so no matter what your computer is, I'm pretty sure you could probably run it. If there was a way to play it on a phone, I'm pretty sure you could probably do that as well. So with all of that said, this is Himno. Check it out. I'm Khan. Hopefully I'll see you guys for the next Indie Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. I'm out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Khan.